Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had gonna yagi. All right, let's start strong here. Let's go right into a video that Frank from our team put together on this whole Yola situation.
There's a class action lawsuit against this pickleball company for $5 million. Yola Gen 3 paddles were banned from tournament play 1 month after they launched. On May 15th, USA Pickleball, organization tasked with governing pickleball since 1984, removed all Yola Gen 3 paddles from their approved paddle list. Yola responds with an official statement claiming that the paddles they had sent in were the wrong ones due to an administrative error, and the paddles on the market right now are compliant with USAP standards. On June 4th, USA Pickleball releases their final statement about the banned paddles, stating that Yola did send in new paddles for testing, but those failed to meet approved equipment standards too. And many people online are asking for a refund. We've already seen some places like Lost Cap Sports Village already banning these paddles from rec or tournament play. On May 29th, the PPA Tour sent out an email that also banned Gen 3s from tournament play at the Texas Open, which was happening that weekend. According to this document we received by Crime Victim Law Firm, there's a class action lawsuit against Yola's parent company, Sports Squad Incorporated, spearheaded by Greg Mattis, seeking to recover damages incurred as the result of a deceptive and fraudulent scheme, and claiming that Yola developed, marketed, and sold pickleball paddles with the express warranty that these paddles were approved by USA Pickleball. But wait, Greg Mattis? How do I recognize that name? Greg Madison Company are allegedly looking to recover damages of $5 million. Yola responds on June 5th, stating that they are confident that the current Gen 3 paddles are materially and structurally the same as those approved by USAP in September 2023, and that they plan to dispute USA Pickleball's decision to remove these paddles from the list in their own legal proceedings. Also in their statement, Yola promises to offer full refunds for customers who purchased any Gen 3 paddles between April 16th and June 15th, 2024. But why should you care? Well, because these Gen 3s are some of the hottest selling paddles to date, and they're everywhere. Top pickleball pros such as Ben Johns and others use these paddles, and I'm sure you've seen them in your tournaments. Do you think the lawsuit is justified? We'll keep you updated as the drama unfolds.
Have there been other lawsuits in pickleball that have been this like big? I don't remember.
Not a class action.
Yeah.
And there's multiple too, right? So the one we received was from Florida. So people in Florida can get into this lawsuit, right? And then there was one going on simultaneously in California. And, theoretically, anywhere they sold a paddle, you could see other lawsuits pop up, which they'll have to deal with.
I wonder what so maybe this is just me being naive and not really understanding this stuff. Like, I wonder what the objective is. It's got to be more than just getting their money back, right? Like getting your $280 back.
No, yeah, for the law firm, it's a money grab, right? They
Right.
look for stuff like this.
Okay, but what is Greg Mattis's objective here? Like, are they going to sue Yola for $10 million or something like that? Or what's the...
Yeah, I don't know. In the lawsuit, they're like,
Well, it says something we have written here is $5 million.
because if you read the lawsuit, it's like they estimate damages to be in excess of 5 million, right? So are they actually trying to get 5 million? Like, I don't think so. They're requesting refunds. Yola's already doing that.
Right.
And they also they put forth the idea that it was a overt and fraudulent scheme. I don't think it was. Like they're the ones who went to USA Pickleball and were like, hey, whoops, we made an error, right? And then USA Pickleball subsequently delists them. What's weird about that, though, to me, is then we see them ban this rhombus paddle,
Right.
and this Vatic paddle. And it's like, okay, so what did Yola report to USA Pickleball that they did wrong? And was it something that made USA Pickleball realize, oh, we got to circle back with these other brands and see if they made the same error, whatever that is, and then we're going to delist those paddles, same as we did Yola.
Yeah.
We just still don't know.
Well, we called bullshit on the administrative error since day one, right? Like, and so the subsequent delisting of the rhombus as well as what looks like the Vatic is going to happen. Did the Vatic officially happen? As of yesterday, it was just rumored. I don't know if this is officially.
No, I think the founder emailed, and I actually think he said something in Chris Olson's Discord too. I think that's a screenshot I saw.
So it's as good as banned. Like, it's going to be banned basically, regardless of whether it's been an official statement. So It seems like, I mean, they're just going after these paddles that have the Evo foam in them, right? The foam core paddles. So I mean, I don't know what that is, but the admin error thing was BS.
But we still have no idea what it is, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And
Leave us a comment. What is going on? What on earth is going on?
Yeah, comment your best conspiracy theories. That's really what I want to.
I like it. I am ready to believe any of them, too. If it's good enough, I'm ready.
Yeah. So there's these class action suits, but then Joola says at the end of their statement, in forthcoming legal proceedings, we plan to dispute USAP's decision to remove Gen 3 paddles from the list and the process employed to do so in forthcoming legal proceedings. So we had already talked about this. It was rumored that Joola was going to go sue USA Pickleball for a crap load of money. And it seems like now they're saying, yes, we are. Yeah. Whether that lawsuit has been filed at this point, who knows?
Aren't those two things contradictory, though? Like, it seems like Joola shot themselves in the foot by admitting that they made regardless of whether it's true or not, they admitted out in public that they made an administrative error. That's kind of their guilt. Like, maybe they were just saying that to save face or try to save other paddles. I don't know. But, like, wouldn't that be the first thing that the USAP lawyers bring up? Hey, remember the statement that you guys made on April whatever or June something?
Ultimately, I think these things come down to who has the best attorneys, right? So Joola knows they've got money in the bank. USAP is a nonprofit. They have the advantage in going to court, right? So why not fight it? And hopefully USAP reverses their decision. If not, they're going to try and sink USAP, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to get a ton of... I don't know if they're going to get a ton of money out of USAP or if this is just like an FU.
Yeah.
Or like make our paddles legal again.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what it is. I think their hope is that USAP just says, okay.
Honestly,
sorry.
USAP has been walking a very, very fine line with these paddle companies for a long time, and I'm surprised that it's taken this long for somebody to sue them. Like, this was going to happen at some point or another.
I mean, there were other threats of this between certain paddle brands and certain pro organizations in the past, to the point where I got calls from founders saying, we're going to do this. We think this decision is BS. This is the first time we've ever seen it actually, go to this length.
Right. But there's been very high tensions between USAP and paddle companies for a long time.
And it's bad to have it right now when they have a competitor,
right,
arising, trying to take their... This is the worst time to be pissing off paddle brands. Mm-hmm. But if they're going to create rules and regulations and abide by those, they have to stand by them, right? Mm-hmm. Even if it is to their disadvantage. So bad timing, terrible timing.
What's your prediction on what comes of this? This entire Joola USAP deal. What happens on this?
I have no idea. I mean, I could see us like pretty much never hearing about this again, and everything gets handled behind closed doors. I could see USA Pickleball reversing the decision because financially they have to. They really don't have they can't afford these legal fees. They don't want to drag this out in court for forever. So I think it'll be probably like one of those two things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd have to imagine this probably gets settled somehow or another.
Yeah. The only thing, I guess maybe going back to your other question, like if these the reason these attorneys reached out to us is because they hoped we covered it, and then they get more people in and around the state of Florida to join the class action suit. Right?
Yeah, what's our cut on that?
Yeah, so basically they're just, it's marketing. And if there's a bunch of these injury law firms, right? I can't remember the name, but it was like straight out of a Fox News commercial. But like, if these law firms all around the country say, we want to be leading this class action suit, and like Joola's fighting this battle on 50 fronts, 10 fronts, that's going to be a financial strain for them. And in that case, maybe they're less inclined to go, fight this lengthy court battle with USA Pickleball and put resources behind it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm somewhat surprised nobody's actually sued one of these paddle companies for losing an eye. Right? Like,
well, nobody's lost an eye.
I mean, you see in the forums every now and then, like somebody got hit in the face,
I've
whatever.
definitely seen some good pictures of massive eggs on people's
Right,
eyes.
and people can embellish these injuries all the time and show up to court and in the neck thing, whatever. I'm just surprised somebody hasn't done it.
All right, Zane, you're not going to be there, but we have an Austin, Texas event coming up July 13th, alohapickle.com. Come out and compete. Men's, women's, mixed, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. We'll have all sorts of fun stuff. You can win a ton of cool things, including Olokai pickleball shoes and a million other prizes. alohapickle.com.
Hey, and you get to come talk crap to Thomas in person. We know you love to leave the comments, but now is your chance to come do it in person. He's playing.
I do really want to win my my own tournament. I think lots on the line here.
There's a lot of marketing opportunities if you win your own tournament.
Yeah. And it's brought to you by Olokai, a Hawaiian-inspired lifestyle brand best known for their insanely comfortable sandals, pickleball shoes that are actually for pickleball. The Anau is designed specifically for the pickleball fan with a focus on air breathability, lateral stability, and multi-directional traction, and comfort both on and off the court. They feature a non-marking sole for indoor and outdoor pickleball courts, with a design inspired by cauliflower coral. Say that.
Cauliflower coral.
Cauliflower, you say it so weird. It's a coral that is found throughout Hawaii's ocean waters, the more you know. The purchase of every Olokai product gives back to Hawaiian nonprofits. Visit the link in the description to try a pair for yourself.
We got to get Jaume the hookup there. Dude lives in Hawaii.
Yeah, they should sponsor him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had